This is my Predator 2000 generator in an aluminum 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box made by buyers that I bought off eBay, and it's charging at 30 amps right now. So I'll walk over here, give you an idea how quiet it is. The frogs in the highway are louder, almost. I mean, you can whisper and you can still hear it. It's very quiet. I'm really happy with that. This is a spare tire carrier. It's like the only one that you can get for a T1N Sprinter. So what I did is I welded on this flat bar there and there, and then welded on this and this angle steel. So that's how it mounts, right through the hinges, and that's the electrical pass-through that I made. Oh, I'm falling over here. That's the electrical pass-through right there. Oh. And this has a big old rectangular washer. So this is not a very high security lock, but I plan to add a hasp. I've got a metal can so that it won't deform when it overheats, because I was having a big problem with this thing overheating. You'll notice I have no fans, but it can run enclosed for all day, all night. So how I achieved that with no fan is this big old hole, and also we got this big old hole. But this hole is the most important. I've been experimenting with closing up the bottom, especially because this one breathes through the side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But anyway, this is where the heat comes out. Anytime you make a generator box, you gotta feel where the heat's coming out. You know, it's not so much this one, it's this one. So it's very important. My last generator died, my Leafon 2500. It was much, much louder. And it died because it overheated, and the fuel inlet screen right under there, it disintegrated into powder, which clogged the fuel sock, and it was giving me the low oil light for like any kind of problem it had, which is pretty annoying because then you have no clue what is the problem, especially when the low oil sensor itself is problematic, and then you can't find out how to disconnect the low oil sensor. So I don't really like my Leafon 2500 anymore. This thing is much quieter, and it's not remote start, but you know, you just start it up and let it run all day. I mean, it runs like 12 hours on a 25% load. So I'm gonna get an extended run cap so that I can just hook this up with a tube, and I'll get one of those silicone exhaust pipes and route it up there, because I'll have a window AC right up there. Oh, and I added the steel retaining cable. I need to tighten it now that it has stretched, but I added it because when I first added the box, no one would get near me because it was so shiny and new looking that they're like, dude, that is experimental, it's gonna fall off. But I added that little steel cable so people can see that, you know, it's not gonna fall off, and you know, it's not even needed for support because it's also there in case someone hits the box, or if they try to steal it, it just makes it a little bit harder. I've just got a bolt and a lock nut in there, and it's bolted to my rack. So yeah, I really like this thing. It's really quiet, and I'm gonna go inside and show you how loud it is in there, and then I'll turn on my 1200 watt espresso machine. So closing the box does make a big difference in the noise level, and make sure that's shut. I still haven't added baffles and foam to it yet, but look at that, you can't even hear it, barely. It's just like a whisper. Alright, so there's my battery charger, charging her up. I've got 3 100 amp hour AGM batteries, but they are toast by now. I have use and abuse them because I didn't have a generator back then. So that thing's running right now. It's charging. Listen, that's so freaking quiet. It's just humming. It's almost therapeutic, you know, to sleep to. I like it. Right now, one of these door panels are, there we go, reverberating. It's 1200 watts. So it's heating up right now. It's a 1200 watt load. Should be full power right now. Let's see if I can microwave also with my 800 watt microwave. Dude, that thing is so quiet, it's ridiculous. Okay, so that is the limit, 2000 watts. Now you can hear it idling with the eco mode on, with no loads running. It's idle. All right, now I'll turn the eco throttle off. See the red light? That's the overload. Oh, yeah, there we go. So hit the overload button. This is the eco throttle off. Eco throttle off. Oh, my loads are running in there. Shit. Well. Let's make a coffee. Might as well. I'll give you the full experience here. Oh, it's smellable espresso. Now I need a bigger sink. That is a sure flow variable speed pump. And you'll notice I didn't have to flip any switches. You just open the water valve and it works because it has automatic valve. It's fill the water, beans are full. You hear my generator. Super quiet. Here, let's see. There's the eco throttle on. I'll give you a walk around while making coffee with a 1200 watt load. That's how loud it is. I can't hear it, pretty much. I mean, you have to really listen and know what you're listening for to hear it. And then eco mode off. I really like that eco mode switch. Very quiet. Lock this up real quick. That's how it works. Oh, I need to grind some more. So you hear it ramping up now? That's what a generator can do for you.